Bounding ball, the shortstop gets it, makes a throw, first out. So Pleasant Grove records first out. Kayla Giles, number 32. At bat for Maple Mountain. Maple Mountain scored 38 runs in 4 games so far in the state tournament. First pitch, curveball for a strike. Swinging, curveball on the outside part of the plate. So quickly up 0-2 or 2 strikes, no balls. Fastball high. One-two count gets him swinging. And 2 quick outs. Pleasant Grove starts strong. Jeremiah Hall at the plate now for Maple Mountain. And swinging first pitch, fouls it back. Breaking ball misses just low. Two outs here in the top of the first inning. And we're on the winner's side of the bracket. Gets another swinging strike with the outside curveball. And quickly 1-2 count on Jeremiah Hall. Mason Hawk, big 6'8" pitcher. Ground ball hit to third base and he can't handle it. And Hall on base. So Maple Mountain with a base runner, 2 outs. And pitch runner into the ball game for Maple Mountain. Now at the plate, number 3, Mitch Walker. Mitch Walker at the plate. Crew Corey is the pinch runner. And again, Hawk gets ahead. 0-1, 2 outs. Runner on first. Ball fouled back. And again, working ahead. 0-2. Mitch Walker with a hit. Now fly ball in right field. Looks like it's going to be an easy play. And the third out of the inning. So Pleasant Grove gets out of it. 1 hit and 1 runner stranded. Welcome back to Utah Valley University. Dave Harrison here with KSL Sports Rewind. Bottom of the first inning, Maple Mountain and Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove at the plate. Number 1, Nash Clement. And on the mound, Jeremiah Hall for Maple Mountain. First pitch, strike on the inside corner. Second pitch fouled off. So Hall works ahead, 0-2. So the same thing from Hawk in that first inning. Beautiful day at the ballpark here. Bottom of the first inning. Ball misses high. So Nash Clement. 1-2 is our count. Misses inside with the fastball. It's a piece of it, but looks like it's going to foul into the bullpen. So count remains 2-2. Another foul ball. Mike Matthews joins me now. Mike, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Doing a little work there.
Yeah, I do a little consulting work here. And it's hard, being on a broadcast when all the baseball players I'm normally helping are in the playoffs. And so they all need help and need some work done. And so it's nice of them to come on over and make sure everybody's good to go. So some 6A players coming up from BYU. We'll see a few more probably here after this game, just from the 5A side. So sorry I was gone there for a few minutes.
All good, working both sides, both jobs all at one time. Pretty good deal. So foul ball back into the crowd, and we're still 2-2 is our count. Nash Clement at bat for Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove got here by way of a 3-0 win over Fremont. And the ball's hit down the left side for base hit. So Nash Clement pulls one down the third base side. Pleasant Grove in business. Tavake Wolf grab. At the plate.
Well, if we see anything like we've seen out of the first two games, we've seen a lot of offense in the first two games. And I think we're going to see another couple really good pitching outings here. But if it goes the way of the first two games, we're going to see a lot of offense out of these two teams. Both teams very good offensively.
A lot of times pitching gets you deep into the playoffs, but you got to be able to hit the ball around for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So at the plate, Wolfgram fouls back the first pitch. Clement on first. Hall works out of the stretch. Curveball misses outside. A little wind out today. Hall goes over to first. Club it back safely. Yeah, it looks like you get the ball up in the air. I wasn't here for the first two games. It looks like that it might carry out.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of trouble with that with the Skyline Payson game. But you compare that to yesterday in those first two games, I think there's probably a couple doubles and a triple that are attributed just to the win when they should have been just pop-outs. But still, it always seems to be swirling at UCCU ballpark.
So Wolf grab, 1-2. Misses high. Good pitching performance yesterday for Pleasant Grove. You were here to see that as well.
Yep. Yeah, that was tremendous. Perfect through 6 innings was Huntsman. Pulled in, put in Crew Anderson. Unfortunately, the perfect was broken up, but Pleasant Grove still coming forward with the win. And you could just kind of get a sense from the Pleasant Grove coaching staff that, yeah, perfect game is cool, but that's not what they're here for. They're here to win a state championship.
Yeah. So we're full count now for Wolf Grab, no outs. Clement on first base with a single. All goes back over to first. That's one thing I sure do like about Major League Baseball is the 2 disengagements that speed things up.
Although in this stadium, we've seen it in every single game. A missed throw to first is a 2-base error. And it's, I literally were, this is our 3rd game in day 2, and we have yet to have a game where we haven't seen that at least happen once.
Swing and a miss, then he gets a strikeout. So Wolfgram down swinging.
Good pitch at the top of the zone. Completely by him.
Now batting number 8, Davey Staffieri.
So Davey Staffieri, number 8, hitting 3rd for Pleasant Grove, steps in. First pitch, fastball for a strike. Both these pitchers started ahead. 0-1, 0-2, almost every batter.
Yeah, it's just good pitching. It's the only way you're going to do it. If you can't get ahead.
Fly ball into center field. And the play is made, so second out. Clement still at first place.
Now the play for Pleasant Grove, number 9, Keaton Nordic.
Keaton Nordic at the plate for the Vikings. And a line drive into center field. Runner goes all the way to third. Throw, not in time. So Nordic with a nice line drive. Pleasant Grove in business. Runners on the corners.
Yeah, good pitch, but better hitting right there. Kept his hands inside the ball, watched the ball all the way in, and just poked that over to right field. Good base running, knowing that you have 2 outs running on any contact, able to take third.
Ryder Huntsman at the plate now for Pleasant Grove. Jeremiah Hall with a curveball outside, misses ball 1.
Well, we talked about the 6 innings of perfect ball thrown by Huntsman yesterday. He'd love to come back with a big offensive day today.
Curveball catches the outside corner for a strike. Yeah, it's nice to have that pitching to fall back on, but it's a lot more fun to hit the ball around.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that'd be a good 2 days in a row. Go out, not allow a hit, not allow a base runner, then come in and go 2 for 3, 3 for 4, a couple extra base hits. That's a pretty good state tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, these are moments these kids don't forget either. And pitch hit down the right field line. And
Foul.
goes foul.
That has been the case. If that ball is tailing over to that right field gap, that ball will almost always end up foul if it's high enough. And you can see where the right fielders playing, they seem to almost always play kind of more right center than they do true right field. And I think that's why, is they just know if balls hit to the gap, there's probably no way they go get it in the gap that way. meaning running from the
Right.
left to right, trying to go back. So they're just playing more towards the gap. Now they're going to play a true right field. That moving the coaches have moved those outfielders over.
Hall goes over to first. So again, Pleasant Grove with runners on the corners, 2 outs. Ryder Huntsman at the plate. Ball misses up. And Hall throws hard enough that you're going to get some balls hit to that opposite side.
Mm-hmm. You see the approach by these hitters. Anything away, they're not trying to kill it. They're just trying to get a barrel to it. Ooh, got him.
Throw to home. Not in time.
Ball's out front.
Runner goes to second. The throw, this time he gets it.
In time.
But Nash Clements scores, and Pleasant Grove on the board as we end this first inning. Pleasant Grove. Dave Harrison with Mike Miller back here at UVU. Top of the second inning, Pleasant Grove and Maple Mountain. Pleasant Grove essentially a double steal, stole home in bottom of the first to get the first run. And Mason Henry on the mound, big 6'8", 235 pitcher. Works fast. Ball hit deep center field, but plenty of room. And out number 1.
Yeah, Mason Henry, big, tall, 6'8", has been known to throw the ball in the low 90s, sometimes touching mid 90s, 94 at times. No stranger is Maple Mountain, though.
Split their games this year, these two teams. And obviously, these kids play against each other all summer.
Mm-hmm.
Foul ball. And quickly, Henry again up. Fastball just misses.
Not a bad spot to miss. Good miss. Any swing from there, likely going to drive that straight into the ground.
Henry delivers.
Woo!
Ball hit right back at him, and he catches it. Straight reaction there.
Yeah, that's just survival. Yeah, you don't practice those. No coach is hitting fungos that hard right back at you. You just react and hope you put your glove in the right place at the right time. And Mason does the job on an absolute laser beam right back at him.
Yep, Brooks Pratt got the barrel on that. And Henry with an athletic play. So 2 quick outs. Curveball up high, misses. And swing and a miss. Lincoln Beanfield at the plate. Curveball fouled back. Two outs, 1 and 2 here. Top of the second, and this curveball just is a little bit high. I'd have swung and missed it out. And
almost again.
Play at second, can't make it, and 2 in a row. Right back at the pitcher, so Maple Mountain gets a hit. Beanfield.
Yeah, I mean, 2 in a row, barreled straight back to the pitcher, nearly caught again, almost the exact same position as Mason Henry. This one just a little further away, can't quite get full glove on it. Both balls hit very well. And I guess if you do it twice, probably going to get a hit at least 1 or 2 of the times, right? The ball hit that well.
That hard. And he checks with the first base umpire and calls a strike. I wonder if first base umps really are even looking at that, to be honest.
Well, having coached a little bit, I remember as assistant coach, one of my jobs was to pay attention to which one of the umpires was watching what. And with as many umpires as we have, I mean, they got a 3 umpire crew here. There should be eyes on most everything.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, especially on the youth level, it's always kind of like, hey, keep an eye on this, would you, and remind the umpires. But for the most part, they're usually watching.
Misses low with a curveball. Count goes to 2-1. 2 outs. Beanfield on first. Hayden Hyatt at the plate. Maple Mountain scored almost 10 runs a game here in the playoffs. So they can hit the ball around.
Yeah, well, we saw it yesterday. It's just constant pressure from Maple Mountain, never relenting. Good ABs all day long. And it didn't take long for them to start finding the barrel and start putting the balls in gaps. And that's how they get them. They just kind of keep that pressure on offensively until things start to fall.
Ooh. Curveball hit deep to left field, but Pleasant Grove under it to make the play, and that's out number 3. So Mason Henry, 2 scoreless innings. Score Pleasant Grove 1, Maple Mountain 0.
At Athletic Potential, we specialize in helping baseball and softball athletes conquer pain, recover faster, and achieve peak performance. Whether you're a professional, collegiate, competitive, or recreational athlete, our tailored approach ensures you're stronger, faster, and more resilient. From personalized physical therapy to sport-specific performance training, we guide you every step of the way. Plus, with remote coaching options, expert support is always within reach. Visit athletic-potential.com to schedule your consultation today and take the first step towards your best performance yet.
Leading up to the Vikings in the second. Number 7, Ryder Huntsman.
So Ryder Huntsman leads things off for Pleasant Grove. He was at the plate when the double still happened, and third out was made at second after the run scored. So he's back at the plate. And Hall spins one in there for a strike. Misses outside. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a fastball.
It's a good pitch there. Good swing by Huntsman, though. Liked what he saw. Just enough velocity behind it to get it by him.
Comes back with a fastball. Bounding ball to second base. And first out of the innings, Maple Mountain. He came back with the exact same pitch and just a little bit behind it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll see him behind it again unless they can start changing the speeds and change that the eyes of the hitter there. Dialing it in.
So Hall misses outside. Ball 1.
Swing and a miss by Connor Ybarra. Evening the count.
Got a nice fastball.
Mm-hmm.
So Hall delivers, and ball fouled out. So 1-2, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Pleasant Grove leads 1-0. And Ibarra watches the ball go by. Count evens out 2-2. Curveball high, misses, and we're full count. So Ibarra works it.
See, I think he needed that pitch. I think he wanted to go right at the front shoulder of Ibarra. He just missed up. I think he freezes him if he backdoors that pitch.
Foul ball.
You just see Ibarra's swing was a little unsettled. He kind of was a little late on getting his foot down, and when that ball broke up, it was an easy take. He just wasn't quite ready.
Foul ball. Count remains full, so a good at bat. Ibarra battling, staying alive. See if he comes back with another fastball here. Nope. And Ibarra draws a walk.
Quality AB there. I believe 7 pitches in that at bat to then get on base. The sooner Pleasant Grove Vikings can get to the starter here, the better chance they're going to have. And the same thing with Henry for Pleasant Grove if Maple Mountain can knock him down. Damon Banks up to the plate.
Banks the lefty. Watches a pitch miss outside. One out here in the bottom of the second inning. Hall delivers.
Got him.
And Bates gets on base the hard way.
Trying to come inside, just a little too far inside. Maple Mountain pressing just a little bit here. If you're Pleasant Grove, it's time to take advantage.
You've got Hall's a little bit. He's been working fast, and it seems like his delivery's a little bit, his tempo's a little bit off when there's a runner on base, and tends to seem to affect the pitcher a little bit. But we'll see. What's his coach telling him out there?
Hey, settle down. You're a good pitcher. Think of all the good things you've done this year.
Yeah.
This is no different. Yeah, the situation's different. We're in a stadium. We faced Pleasant Grove multiple times this year. The idea is go out and attack. You've got a defense that's going to make plays behind you. It basically, you as a coach, you're just trying to put them back onto the in the mindset of attack. Dagelbach up now. Shortstop for Pleasant Grove.
Hall misses down low. Thought it was a strike. You never want to see your pitcher doing that. Putting his hands in the air and questioning the call.
No.
Shows a little frustration.
Yeah, and again, if you're Pleasant Grove, it's time to get all over him.
Curveball misses. Gets away from him. Both base runners advance. So Pleasant Grove with ducks on. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. And Dagelbach at the plate. Hitters count 2-0.
Yeah, now it's an opportunity with 1 out. You got to be productive here, get something to the outfield. Infield's in for Maple Mountain. They really want to cut this run off.
Pitch outside.
Not close.
Yeah,
honestly, if you're here, I think you put this runner on first base, get a force everywhere, make this a little bit easier on you. I wouldn't give him anything to hit. He's probably taken no matter what here.
Yeah, plus you get into the full windup.
Mm-hmm.
So he steps off. 3-0's the count. Hall delivers and a strike. But he was on the outside part of the plate. He wasn't coming right down the middle.
Well, it's a 3-0 pitch. You wonder if they're going to give him a green light in this situation. As a pitcher, you almost gamble and say they're not. Now this 3-1 pitch has got to be a good pitch. If it's can't hang anything, and that's okay.
Misses high. Yeah, that wasn't a pitch that you're going to hit hard.
I mean, not ideal to have bases loaded with 1 out, but again, now the chances are there's outs everywhere.
Talon Page, number 4. Bases loaded. Big at bat early in this ball game. Pitch outside corner for a strike.
Get ahead. Quality pitch from Hall there.
Important to get ahead, especially bases loaded. You don't want to go 1-0, 2-0. This is outside, 1-1. Pleasant Grove, the bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 2nd inning. Talon Page at the plate.
If you're Page, you're sitting on 1 pitch right here. Fastball.
Shows bunt.
All right.
Saw Riverton suicide squeeze twice this year and pull it off with bases loaded.
You got to manufacture runs. I mean, runs are probably going to be a premium in this game. Not a bad idea.
Number 9 hitter. Squares. Ball misses outside. 3-1. Sometimes I used to hate it when guys would square and you're pitching, I think sometimes it gets in your head a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's one more thing, especially in this situation. Game's probably a little sped up right now for Hall. Add one more thing if you're Pleasant Grove, it may just kind of throw him off.
And he swing and miss. A full count. Bases loaded, 1 out. Talon Page at the plate. Jeremiah Hall on the mound. And swing and a miss. Got him.
Big time pitch there. You need it. Pressure's on. It's mounting. You're early in this game. You really don't want to see anything busted open. And Hall delivering with a quality punch out right there.
The only thing better than a strikeout there would obviously be a double play ball. But man, when you deliver a strike, full count.
Well, as a pitcher, I mean, that's just a confidence builder right there. And that's, if you're Pleasant Grove, that's not what you want to see.
Misses with a curveball outside. Yeah, different mindset when now you know I've just got to get one guy.
Well, and to know you can make a big time pitch when you had to. And
delivers.
Yes.
Ball lined into right field. Nash Clement with a hit. And it's going to be 2 runs, 3 runs. He's going to get all the way to third. The ball mishandled in right field. And a big time hit for Nash Clement.
yeah, great hit here. Sits back, drives this ball to the gap. Likely going to score at least 2 runs, maybe 3, but with the bobble in right field, that allows for the 3rd run to come across and Nash to get to 3rd. And what you were hoping for is Maple Mountain would find a way out if you're a Maple Mountain fan. And if you're Pleasant Grove, you're hoping for exactly that. A bases clearing base hit to now put the lead to 4-0.
Tavak and Wolfgram at the plate now, and Hall in the full windup. And you talked about it. once you time a pitcher up, and typically when you get back through the second, third time through the lineup, guys are going to be able to time those pitches up a little bit. And Clement timed that fastball up nicely. Pitch, strike. Foul ball. Now goes to 1-2. Yeah, big time hit with 2 outs.
And that's what you got to do. I mean, if your goal is to win a state championship, you cannot come up in those situations and not come through. That's where the championships are won, is when you come through in big situations like that.
And strike 3. So Hall gets Wolfgram for the second time, but not before Pleasant Grove puts 3 on the board and take the 4-0 lead heading into the top of the third.
Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Tap responsibly. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Back at Utah Valley University, KSL Sports Rewind broadcast of today's 5A baseball winners bracket game between Pleasant Grove and Maple Mountain. And so far, Pleasant Grove has been able to come through with runners in scoring position, and they lead 4-0.
Yeah, and I think the game plan for Pleasant Grove is, as it would be with about everybody, but really, if you could, is to get on Maple Mountain early and then let your pitcher, Henry, just do his job out here on pitching rubber and just pitch the game that he's capable of pitching.
Frees you up a little bit when you've got a 4-run lead to be able to just pound the strike zone.
Mm-hmm.
So freshman Kai Ward at the plate for Maple Mountain. Henry misses outside, ball 1. Ball 2, misses low with a fastball. Well, that ball's got to look like it's coming so fast at that distance. 6-8. Squares the bunt and pulls it back, ball 3. So Kai Ward, the freshman, way ahead in the count, and Maple Mountain needs base runners. Ball misses inside, so 4 straight balls. And Maple Mountain in business. Runner on first base.
Those are tough misses. I mean, ball calls by the umpire. Agree with his take on this, but we're not missing by much here. And so it's one of those things, if you're Pleasant Grove, you're kind of thinking, man, I wish I could get some of these calls. That's a different AB, maybe not a runner on first, but is the nature of the game with where you're at. Now you just need a ground ball to get a double play.
And he squares and bunts. Nice play made by Pleasant Grove, but Maple Mountain moves the runner up. So first and pushes Kai Ward over to second base with a bunt down the third base side. Caden Giles at the plate now for Maple Mountain.
Now at the plate for Maple Mountain, number 52, Caden Giles.
Big 6'1" senior. So Henry works out of the stretch. Curveball right over the middle of the plate for a strike. Giles swings and misses.
Yeah, good 2 pitches right off the bat from Henry. Way ahead in the count at this point. 2 off speed, could bring something up and fast. Even away and fast would be effective.
Pitch. Must have been low. Looked just like the first pitch he threw. Curveball right over the middle of the plate. This one's a ball, so 1-2. Giles still alive for Maple Mountain. Kai Ward on second base. 1 out. Pitch swung on and fouled off his own leg. So dead ball.
A hard lead off at second base from Kyle Ward. Maybe just trying to get the catcher to cheat a little bit. Snack stand. Stand concessions.
So Henry ahead 1-2. Giles at the plate. 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning. Henry delivers. Ball's hit. Play made it short. Comes across first and 2 outs now for Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, I don't know why Kyle Ward, he sees that ball. It's kind of almost hit at him. That's one of those, like, you got to read it. That ball, he should be going to third on because that ball is going to end up being behind him in a real tough play for the shortstop to turn around and try to throw him out. Missed opportunity for Maple Mountain to move up 90 feet. 2 outs now.
Jeremiah Hall, the pitcher, at the plate now. Henry works to the stretch. Just misses inside. Hall waits. Curveball for a strike.
A lot of curveballs for called strikes on takes. Fastballs, not so much.
And it looks like he's painting the edge.
Yeah.
So 1-1, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. Henry delivers. Swing. Ball's hit. Third base has got it.
Ooh, he
and
stumbled.
He slips. Ball gets there in time. And a 3-hopper. And Pleasant Grove gets out of it with no damage. So Pleasant Grove, after 2.5, up 4-0. Welcome back to Utah Valley University UCCU Ballpark. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Pleasant Grove. Staffieri at the plate, and Hall delivers inside, ball 1. So second time through the order here for Pleasant Grove. We saw that last inning. They started to hit some balls hard.
Yeah, and well, every coaching staff comes in having a scouting report on the opposing team, especially nowadays. These teams have played each other a lot. The key is that you've got to execute on that plan, and something tells me that falling behind consistently to the Pleasant Grove hitters is not part of that plan. What you're hoping for is that Hall settles down, finds his groove, and starts getting some outs quickly.
Quickly ahead, 1-2. Staffieri, who grounded out first inning.
Well, and despite the score being 4-0, it really isn't. I mean, one swing of the bat is really the difference in the 1-0 game and a 4-0 game.
Swing, the ball's hit down the left field side, foul. And that went out.
Yeah, had the distance, just not the direction.
You know the dimensions here?
I don't.
Not very long.
I just know it's really far to center, left center, and right center. That's all I know.
All right.
I'm going to Google it. We'll find out.
Staffieri gets a curveball up high from Hall and misses, so count goes full. Fastball.
Good
swung
pitch
on,
there.
Fouled straight back.
That's a good pitch there. It's a challenge pitch. Up a little bit in, 2 strikes. Basically says, look, if you want to be able to hit this, you're going to have to hit this one right here. Safari just getting enough of the bat on it just to foul it off. He was on time. If you're Hall here, you've seen 2 good swings on fastballs. And change his eye level, go down a little bit. Breaking ball. It's going to come back up.
And he goes fastball outside corner and gets it with a strikeout. So again, he kind of challenged him.
He did. And I always say that's the reason I'm in the booth and not on the out there coaching, because that was the right call. Just completely froze him.
Keaton Nordic at the plate now for Pleasant Grove. 1 down. Here we are in the bottom of the 3rd. Pleasant Grove up 4-0. Jeremiah Hall. Hall just seems to have more control over his pitches out of his full windup.
Mm-hmm. Now, one thing I've been looking at, you look at him now in the full windup. I say that right before I make a comment, and then he beans a guy.
That was one of those ones where you started the shoulder and it's supposed to break and it just kind of spins.
Yeah, what I was going to say in the stretch, you can see that he opens his front side just a little bit faster in the stretch. In the windup, he holds on to it longer, and a little too long on that one right there. Yeah. But he definitely is more comfortable out of the windup.
So Ryder Huntsman at the plate. Nordic on first after being hit. Ball inside, gets away. And Nordic down to second on the wild pitch.
Hall visibly frustrated right now.
He was cruising. He felt like he had things under control and then just missed on that curveball and hit him. And now we've seen that a little bit of frustration from him. Curveball hit in the left field. That's going to score a run. And Huntsman with the RBI single. Keaton Nordic around to score, and Pleasant Grove on top 5-0.
Well, I understand being competitive, and sometimes it's hard to show your emotions, but I feel like opposing teams feed on that kind of thing. It's something that gives them energy, and then you see something like that happen right there where ball's just left out of the plate a little bit. Ball's hammered into left field for a RBI single.
So Ibarra at the plate watches a ball go by. Huntsman on first. Ball delivers. Swing. High fly ball into left field.
Hard to see.
And he makes the play. Yeah, that's a tough angle right there with the sun at this time of the night. But a good play. So 2 down. And Pleasant Grove still with a runner at first. And they bring Damon Bates to the plate.
Yeah, Nash Ferguson almost put on a clinic right there of how to shade the sun. Just keeping his glove up the whole time, slowly moving, keeping his head level, not bobbing up and down. Able to get underneath that ball.
So Hall, quick move to first. Huntsman back in time.
You mentioned the wind. It's just picked up and starting to blow directly out of left field now.
Pitch swung on. Hall's got it. The pitcher first and 3 outs. Maple Mountain gets out of that after giving up a run, and Pleasant Grove leads 5-0.
While we all love spending time supporting our high school teams, Wadup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Wadup's Insurance Agency is a local insurance pro you can count on. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program.
First pitch catches the outside corner for Henry. And at the plate for Maple Mountain is Mick Windward.
I have Walker.
Oh, Mitch Walker, excuse me.
Wolfgram paid for that one. Nobody on. He went down to block it. Kind of just got caught up in his legs, and I'm pretty sure he just took that fastball right to the inner thigh.
Walker turns on one, foul ball. So Henry up ahead, 1-2. Walker, sophomore for Maple Mountain. Batting in the 4-hole. Pitch, swung on, missed. And another strikeout for Mason Henry. And so far, Henry's done a good job of keeping this good offensive Maple Mountain team in check.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feel pretty good about your chances if you're Pleasant Grove, and you have Huntsman yesterday, and then you're going to bring in Henry today. And so far, we're seeing what we would expect out of these two good pitchers.
And first pitch, swinging strike. One down here on the top of the fourth. Henry catches the outside corner. Sometimes the plate grows between innings.
Timeout here by Wolfgram. Throws his glove in. Dissatisfied with the glove. Something must be broken on it.
This time, maybe it is the glove's fault.
Yeah. Oh, we saw, I think it was Huntsman yesterday. Wolfgram, ball went completely through the webbing. Almost like it was just too loose. He looked at his glove and didn't change it out, so obviously it wasn't broken, but maybe it broke this time.
The 1-2 pitch misses outside. Henry working quick.
That's a good pitch.
It's like he's digging when he's throwing a curveball. So 1-2, 1 out. Mick Windward for Maple Mountain. Looks at a pitch that misses just outside. Evens the count 2-2.
Yeah, you're playing MLB The Show. That's a strike for sure. That's painted. That is like a pitcher's pitch right there. That is the pitch you need to throw. Throws another one. No call.
So full count now for Windward. Just watched a couple of nice pitches go by. And this one in the dirt. Ball 4. You could tell Henry thought both those fastballs caught the outside part of the plate. So catcher Brooks Pratt at the plate now for Maple Mountain. They've got a base runner.
And if you're Maple Mountain, and these coaching staffs, they're heavily experienced. They know what they're doing. Maple Mountain's not looking to get all 5 runs right now. They need to get 1, maybe 2, hold Pleasant Grove. They just got to find a way to just start trickling back into this game. There's plenty of time left. They just need to find a way to get runners across the plate and just start, gnawing away at this lead that they've got.
We haven't seen much action on the base paths. Other than the double steal that Pleasant Grove scored their first run on, we haven't seen any attempts. He's not far from the first place. So the pitch, outside corner, strike.
Yeah, maybe Maple Mountain, Pleasant Grove were watching earlier because I don't know if there's been one successful steal attempt all day long in between the two games and this game now.
Henry delivers outside.
I know everybody's upset. I said at MLB show that's a strike every time. That pitch was outside, but if you look at the count, that's exactly where you want that pitch. Now we have that vantage point looking up, looking down, being able to see it. But that was a great pitch, but it was outside. Got it.
And a swing and a miss. So he gets Pratt for the second out. Breaking ball that came down on the inside and low. Tough to get the bat on the ball there.
Well, you just watched a pitch that was fast outside, so that zone was expanded. His eyes got expanded, and then you bring that curveball, bring slow and bring it down. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Job by Wolfgram there.
First pitch misses outside quite a ways. So 2 outs. Runner on first for Maple Mountain. Beanfield at the plate. Senior infielder.
Mm-hmm.
Check swing. Strike 2.
Yeah, he's got fooled on that pitch. Sitting fastball, saw it late. It's almost better that he didn't swing. If anything, he's going to just put that ball weakly into play.
Henry delivers. Ball low. Wolfgram does a good job. And count goes to 2-1. 2 outs. And again, like you said, Maple Mountain needs to do something, generate something. They get a little bit of momentum because Pleasant Grove's had it all. Henry delivers. Ball outside. Just a couple outside.
Yeah, if you're Beanfield here, you're sitting one pitch. Fastball, dead red, and if it's not over the heart of the plate, you're probably not swinging.
Pitch.
Yeah.
Right down the middle.
Yeah. Good pitch there, though. Come back with a 3-1 breaking ball.
So full count, 2 outs. Runner on first. Lincoln Beanfield at the plate. Maple Mountain.
See movement from the runner here, full count.
Goes ball foul. Out of play.
Comes back with that off-speed pitch again. He seems to be controlling both. So if you can control both, I mean, it's one more thing. Or one more thing the hitter's got to consider. You come fastball here and speed it back up.
Again, the full count pitch. Curveball gets him.
Chasing.
A beautiful pitch, and Mason Henry celebrates as Pleasant Grove leads 5-0. Welcome back to Utah Valley University. I'm Dave Harrison. Mike Miller, 5A baseball state championship. Pleasant Grove on top, 5-0. They lead Maple Mountain as we get set to head to the bottom of the 4th inning. So far, Mason Henry's just dominated on the mound for Pleasant Grove. That's the second night in a row they've had a good outing from a pitcher.
Yeah, so far so good in regards to the plan for Pleasant Grove's coaching staff. Come out, dominate on on the bump and put slow, steady offensive pressure on the other team.
Dagelbach, ground ball to third. Throw over, and out number one for Maple Mountain. Yeah, big hit. Dash Clement with the 3 RBI double turned into a triple. Really, that's the biggest difference. But there's been a lot of traffic for Pleasant Grove on the bases, and it seems like when Hill goes into his stretch, it's not quite as efficient around the strike zone. So important for them to keep base runners off. And bunt attempt by Talon Page and another out. So quickly, Hill, 2 outs. And that's what they need. Maple Mountain needs to get back into the dugout, back on offense.
Well, I mean, you look at the scoreboard, Pleasant Grove Vikings, 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third. Well, we're in the fourth. You need to put up a 0 here. And if you look back at the runs scored, the 3 runners that scored in the second inning, walk, hit batsman, and walk all in a row. I mean, you're kind of inviting runs at that point.
First pitch strike. Nash Clement with the big hit. And he squares and bunts. Hill fields it, turns, throws, and gets him in time. So 1-2-3 for Maple Mountain. And Pleasant Grove leads 5-0 after 4.
Are you ready to unlock your full athletic potential? At Athletic Potential, we specialize in helping baseball and softball athletes conquer pain, recover faster, and achieve peak performance. Whether you're a professional, collegiate, competitive, or recreational athlete, our tailored approach ensures you're stronger, faster, and more resilient. From personalized physical therapy to sport-specific performance training, we guide you every step of the way. Don't let injuries hold you back. Visit athletic-potential.com to schedule your consultation today and take the first step towards your best performance yet.
Well, Mike, back here to start the 5th, and Maple Mountain got their first 3-up, 3-down inning, their first shutout inning. Said they needed the 0. Time for them now. They've got to get some guys on base, score a run or 2.
Well, you just got to find a way to slow down Henry on the mound here a little bit. He's feeling pretty comfortable out there, and you've got to get a guy like this. You got to start making good ABs and having him throw more pitches and making more quality pitches, a little bit higher stress. And that's the way you're going to have to get him off the mound. But as of right now, he is cruising.
Hayden Hyatt at the plate. Swing, line drive into right field. And that'll be down for a base hit. So just what Maple Mountain needed. And Hyatt delivers. So lead off, runner at first base. And that brings up the freshman, Kai Ward.
Yeah, that's what you need out of your 8-hole hitter, right? I mean, top of the lineup is struggling a little bit, a little pressing. And then your 8-hole hitter comes up and finds a way to get a hit and get on base.
So Hyatt with a pretty good lead at first. Pitch, strike 1. And Henry's been in a real nice rhythm all game. See if Maple Mountain can't disrupt him a little bit. So Kai Ward. Swing, drive, in the gap. It's going to get to the fence. Hyatt, he's going to come around and score. Ward, he's going to be up for a triple. And Maple Mountain, first run of the game.
How about the 8-9 hitters of Maple Mountain getting it done? Coming through with a single followed by an RBI triple by the freshman Kyle Ward. That is exactly what you need if you are Maple Mountain's production out of the bottom half of your lineup. Coming through big is Ward.
Now Ward just timed that up, drove it into the deepest part of the field, and got to third. So Maple Mountain who they've been really good offensively thus far in the tournament. They get their first run here tonight. So Nash Ferguson, the number 1 hitter, steps in for Maple Mountain.
Gonna do a sacrifice out last at bat.
Takes first pitch outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and you need give your fan faithful over here something to cheer about. They're getting loud again. Dugout's kind of live again.
1-1. So fastball for a strike. So no outs, runner on third. Ferguson watches a curveball for a strike.
That's a quality pitch right there.
Tough to do much with that one.
Yeah, I don't think you hit that ball well no matter what. Even if you probably know it's coming, it's probably still an out if you hit that.
If you know it's coming, you're going to lay off probably.
Yeah.
Timeout. Third hit for Maple Mountain there by Kai Ward. And pitch outside. Wolfgram does a good job. Two, no outs. Ferguson at the plate. Swing. Foul ball. Line drive over the third baseman, just turning too hard, but barreled that one up. Hit that one hard. And count even at 2-2.
Yeah, what you're seeing is Maple Mountain is finding a groove and swing now. We're in the 5th inning. I mean, it feels like this game kind of just started in a lot of ways. It's gone quick.
Pitch. Ball back to the pitcher. And Henry gets the first out of the inning.
Nash frustrated, throwing his bat into the turf. Obviously, I get it. You want to be able to drive in a run and to hit a weak ground ball right back to the pitcher is not exactly what you wanted to have happen there.
Yeah, especially with the infield back.
Yep.
It's about the only place that you can hit the ball and not score that runner. So 1 out.
Caden Giles up to plate.
Henry in the full wind up. First pitch swinging. And again, that's that curveball. He's been hitting that outside part of the plate with it. It's just about impossible to hit the pitch. Maple Mountain really needs to get this runner in from third.
Yeah, Caden Giles grounded out to the shortstop in his last at bat. We'll take that again. I think Maple Mountain would be happy to take a ground out at this point and trade a run for it.
And instead, he's down 0-2. And second time he swung and missed that curveball on the outside part of the plate.
They take that same pitch, move it about 2 inches further out. I think this is another swing and miss if he makes that same pitch.
There it is. Wolfgram does a good job, keeps it in front of him.
That was 3 inches, not 2 inches, and that's why it didn't happen. But
the only scary part about that pitch is if Wolfgram doesn't get over and block that, you're giving up a run.
yeah,
You might see a fastball high and tight. No, he's bumping outside. Pitch.
same
Swung
pitch.
on, hit. Ground ball shortstop. And
He's off.
pulls him off of the first base, and Maple Mountain scores another run. Kai Ward in. And Giles puts the ball in play, and good things happen.
Mm-hmm. We'll probably go down as an E6 on Dago back there. Just not the throw, not quite where it needs to be. First baseman. Damon Banks just unable to maintain his foot on the base, did everything he could, but now Maple Mountain 2 runs across. But still 1 out in this inning.
And Daigle back short. Felt like he rushed. Maybe felt like he had to get that ball over there quick. But either way, you're right. Giles on first base.
Oh, it's something that I feel like I've seen just watching these games. I know these guys know how to play on turf. It's not something that they've never done before, but it's also something they don't do all the time.
Well,
So sometimes these balls get on these guys, get on their hands a little bit. Instead of fielding a ball a little bit more out in front where they can transfer to their throwing hand, they get it a little bit caught up, and then they have to kind of pull the ball out with a short arm and then make a quick throw. You'll sometimes see these balls that just air just a little off target, mainly just because that small adjustment.
Maple Mountain with 2 runs here in the top of the 5th. Jeremiah Hall, the pitcher, at the plate. Mason Henry set to deliver for Pleasant Grove. Curveball misses high.
I feel like the vocal frustrations from both fans in regards to whoever's pitching not getting calls has gotten louder. You can kind of tell like these teams have obviously been together, played against each other. Everybody knows that there's a lot riding on this.
Pitch swung on. Bouncing ball to third. Play made to second. Turns for the double play, and it's too late. So Hall on first base. Grounds into the fielder's choice. And second out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Mitch Walker, sophomore. So a lot of young kids out here making an impact.
There's a lot of young talent in this region 7. You look at the Spanish Fork Dons, #1 seed coming in the tournament, and I'd say, I believe I saw 4 sophomores, 1 senior, maybe a couple juniors and a couple freshmen on their lineup yesterday. We'll see what they bring tonight when they face off against Westfield.
Walker fouls the first pitch straight back. Yeah, there's some great talent down here in Utah County. And seems like as long as I can remember, Spanish Fork, American Fork, Dunthing, and Pleasant Grove. These guys play some good baseball. So 2 outs. Walker 0-1. Henry set to deliver. Swung on. Foul ball.
Yeah, and I think Mitch Walker is looking to atone from the fact that he struck out his last at bat, putting a big swing on that ball. Unfortunately, down 0-2, although he doesn't look too uncomfortable in the box right now.
Seems like he is in attack mode. 0-2. Walker swings again, pulls it foul. And again, pretty good wood on the ball.
Nearly a great play by one of our UHSAA employees down the line, giving it his all to try and go catch that ball.
Wind blowing out to left field. Walker steps in. Henry set to deliver. The 0-2 swung on and got him. So strikeout to end the inning, but not before Maple Mountain gets a couple of runs. Pleasant Grove leads 5-2. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Utah Valley University as we get set for the bottom of the 5th inning. Maple Mountain and Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove up 5-2. I'm Dave Harrison. Side Mike Matthews and Maple Mountain. We'll see if they continue this momentum. Hall had a nice 3-up, 3-down inning last time. And set to deliver.
Set to face 2, 3, 4. That'd be Wolfgram, Stafiri, and Nordic. Wolfgram struck out his last at bat. So did Stafiri.
Hall with a strike. Wolfgram with a couple of strikeouts here in this ball game. See if he can't get on base. Does a great job behind the plate for Pleasant Grove. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Hall with a fastball. Hit down the right field line, foul. So Wolfgram turned on that a little bit, just out in front. And he stays alive. 1-2's the count.
And you could tell Hall really wanted to hump up and really put that one by him. And Wolfgram was 100% ready for it, driving it down the right field line, foul.
And fouled straight back. Brooks Pratt wanted the ball high. And Wolfgram able to fight it off. Stays alive. 1-2 is the count. Wolfgram fouls another one out. A little bit of room over there, but not quite enough for Hayden Hyatt, third baseman for Maple Mountain, to make the play. So a little action down in the bullpen, looks like, for Pleasant Grove.
Two guys up down there. Hard to get numbers from where we're standing.
Hall set to deliver Wolfgram. And this is just outside. Yeah, Wolfgram turned on that fastball. It was inside and low. Twice now, Pratt's tried to get him to go high with it. Wolfgram stays alive. 2-2 now is the count. Fastball inside. Fights it off into center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit. So Wolfgram on.
Yeah, you can tell Wolfgram does not mind an inside pitch. He pulled his hands in tight. That pitch down and in. He was actually able to get the barrel inside of the ball, and that drove it to center, but had almost nothing on it. The reason why he was able to get on base.
Dropped in for a base hit. So no outs. Davey Staffieri at the plate for Pleasant Grove. And Hall's a better pitcher, or at least has been today when he's in the full windup. So Pleasant Grove, runner on first. Swing. Line drive down left field. It's in for a hit. Wolfgram around to third. The ball's lost in the corner. Wolfgram's going to score. And Staffieri into second base for the RBI double.
Great hit there. Misplayed in left field by Nash Ferguson. He kicked it around, and that's going to allow Wolfgram to come around to score. Fielded cleanly in left field. We're looking at second and third with nobody out, but unfortunately that ball is just misplayed, allowing for the run to score.
It looks like we're going to get a new pitcher for Maple Mountain. Jeremiah Hall. Gave up 6 on 6 hits, and the three runs that they got there in the second were all unearned. So not a bad outing for him. I'm sure he would rather not have given up 6 runs, but new pitcher now for Maple Mountain. I haven't been able to catch a number yet.
32.
32. So Caden Giles comes in. And he'll throw now for Maple Mountain.
Yeah, and if you're Pleasant Grove, you just saw Maple Mountain put 2 runs on the board. And it is a welcome sight to go ahead and just put a number back on your side of that half inning, knowing that if you get a goose egg on that side, that just gives Maple Mountain all the momentum to get back into this game. Pleasant Grove showing the resiliency, just having good ABs and be able to punch another run across.
Yeah, and he was all over that. Staffieri jumped all over that pitch, pulled it down that left field line. And, yeah, it's always important to be able to answer in the bottom of an inning after you get a couple of runs up. So Pleasant Grove does a good job of that. And we'll see Caden Giles now for Maple Mountain. And Keaton Nordic steps in for Pleasant Grove. And again, no outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Excuse me, the bottom of the 5th inning. And Pleasant Grove up 6-2. So Nordic steps in. Staffieri on second base. No outs. And Giles on the mound for Maple Mountain. Steps off.
Giles playing center field. Can't quite get a number on who's in center field. Hall has now moved from pitcher to shortstop.
So the scoreboard's showing 2 outs. I think that's what they're making sure they clarify with each of the benches. There's no outs.
There's nobody out. Yep. Both umpires just conferred with each other.
Now somebody throws a tennis ball on the field.
In the meantime, home plate umpire turns around to the score booth, telling him that there's only no outs, not 2 outs.
So Keaton steps in. Giles misses up top in the first pitch. A little different velocity level there on that breaking ball. A bit slower. And ball fouled straight back. So count goes to 1-1 on Keaton Nordic.
Good fastball there by Giles.
Big change in velocity between that breaking ball and the fastball there. Nordic swings. Ball's hit second base, ground ball. And out made at first. Runner moves up. So Staffieri at third base, and the first out of the inning brings Ryder Huntsman to the plate. And runner in position for Huntsman. Huntsman hit the ball hard last time he was up.
Yeah, 1 for 2.
Giles delivers. Ball. Fly ball into center field.
It's going to be
short.
a tough play.
All the way in, and the catch is made.
Oh.
Throw home,
Oh.
and not in time. So Staffieri comes around and scores after his double. And able to score on a short fly ball to center field, but a tough diving play made.
By number 20 out
Kai
there.
Ward, the freshman, with a big-time play out there, just unable to come up and throw out the play. Runner at home plate. So 7-2 is our score now. It's Pleasant Grove picks up another run. Giles still works out of the stretch. Curveball. Fly ball hit again to center field. Kai Ward steps under it, makes the third out. And with that, 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Pleasant Grove leads 8-2.
Love spending time supporting our high school teams. Waddup's Insurance Agency is the team that will support and help protect you. Whether it's your business, home, rental properties, cars, or recreational vehicles, Waddup's Insurance Agency is a local insurance pro you can count. Call or text us at 801-683-3663 to evaluate your insurance program.
Welcome back to Utah Valley University. Mike Matthews and Dave Harrison here. And Henry delivers the first pitch in the top of the 6th inning. And Maple Mountain needs to come put some runs on the board here. They're down 7-2 after giving up 2 spot bottom of the last inning.
Well, and they did their job in the top half of the 5th, getting 2 runs, but unfortunately was unable to put up 0 after that, and then allowing Pleasant Grove to come back and get 2 more runs in the bottom half.
Mick Windward at the plate for Maple Mountain. Excuse me. Looks like number 4. Get a name right here quick. And, no, I'm sorry. That was Windward, and he gets a 4-pitch walk. So Mick Windward on first. And Mason Henry on the mound. We'll see if they pull him out. They've had arms working in the bullpen for the last couple of innings.
Coach Henry on the way out. Mentioning rotation here. Looks like we will get a change. Henry's coming off.
So just the 2 runs in the top of the 5th inning on 3 hits. So a nice job for Mason Henry. And Keaton Nochuk looks like
Nordic
will come in and replace him. So Keaton, the right-hander.
Well, and I think Henry did his job, came in, gave his team, 5+ innings of quality work, or 5 total innings of quality work, keeping him in the game. Offense came through, gave him 7 runs, put him in a good position, and he's going to turn it over to the bullpen here and let his team pick him up.
Yeah, outside the hard hit ball into the gap by Kai Ward, really he didn't give up a whole lot of hard hit baseball. So 5-run lead for Pleasant Grove. Maple Mountain with the leadoff walk. So Windward's at first. Catcher Brooks Pratt. That's a good baseball name, Brooks. At the plate. So Maple Mountain needs to put up a number here in the 6th inning. And we'll see what they can do against Nordic. First pitch gets away from him all the way to the backstop. And Windward down to second base. You don't like seeing that as a coach. Spike the first pitch into the dirt.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, I think that's the state tournament talking, you're all amped up as a pitcher. You've just thrown your warm-up pitches, but it's different when there's a guy in a box and it counts. May take maybe a couple pitches here for Nordic to settle in.
Windward on second base. 1-0. Inside. Ball 2. And at this point, Maple Mountain just needs base runners. However you got to get on base, you've got to get 5 guys up to play. So Pratt, 2-0. And ball 3. So Nordic out of the bullpen with 3 straight balls. And you got to expect, I would think, a take sign from coach.
Yeah, the 5 or 6 pitches given to Nordic here to warm up maybe wasn't enough for him. He maybe needs an additional 3 or 4 more. Unfortunately, it might be a base runner kind of situation. Although, put a runner on first, you got a double play in order now. It's kind of one of those things where you don't really want to do that. Definitely when there was a runner at first to start, but now that there's a runner at second.
And he walks him on 4 straight.
Yeah, and I look at that, and as a coach, here he is, Coach Henry, already shouting out to everybody, hey, everybody, all good, let's roll it. Let's roll to exactly what you'd want to say.
Exactly.
That's exactly the mentality. Hey, it's one of those things where it didn't go the way we wanted to, but hey, here we are. We've got a 5-run lead. We're in control of this game. Let's just calm it down. Let's go get a ground ball, go get 2 outs right here.
So Lincoln Beanfield steps in for Maple Mountain. And you probably expect he's going to watch a pitch. See if Nordic can't find the strike zone here for Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove up 7-2. No outs.
Looks like I got 21 coming in as a courtesy runner.
So Nordic stepped off. Now he's ready. And misses. Well, that was close. Beanfield squared the bunt, pulled it back. And we'll see if we get the same look again here. Runners on first and second for Maple Mountain. Pratt and Windward. Pratt on first, Windward on second. And Beanfield squares again, pulls it back. This time it's a strike. And the ball thrown down to second base. Dagelbach does a good job to knock that down. Kept it from going into center field.
He paid for it a little bit. Looked like it hit him in the right hand. He's out there flexing his hand.
Nordic gets his first strike. 1-1 now the count. Beanfield. Ball misses high.
I mean, even with a 7-2 lead right now, you can feel the pressure kind of just slowly shifting over to Pleasant Grove. Nordic feeling it a little bit here.
And nothing really to lose for Maple Mountain at this point, down 5. And the drive into left center. Runner comes around, and Windward will score. Pratt stays at second. And Beanfield comes through with the line drive. Single. And cuts the lead 7-3. Good job by Beanfield today at the plate.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for if you're Maple Mountain. Get runners on base via the walk here. Make them pay a little bit. Make Pleasant Grove pay for those. But if you're Pleasant Grove, okay, it's all right. You still, I mean, we've got nobody out in the inning, which isn't ideal, and you've now played it a run. But you still have a lead. You got to pitch with a lead, pitch aggressive.
Hayden Hyatt squares the bunt and pulls back, strike pitch. Well, Nordic pretty happy about that pitch. It looks like he's back in, worked quickly. Hyatt scored a run in the last inning. And looks at the second curveball for a strike.
Yeah, and that's one of those second takes there by Hyatt. You can't let that ball go. You've got to put a swing on it, show them you're going to go after a ball like that. If you get a hit on something like that, that's pretty tough for Nordic to come back from.
And Nordic just misses.
Pleasant Grove faithful very upset that that was a ball call. Nordic also showing frustration out on the mound.
Wolfgram turned around and patted the ump on the back. I don't see that.
Turn around. Good call.
It's, like, hey, it's okay. Don't listen to them.
Don't listen to them. It was a ball.
They didn't mean what they said.
A quality catcher right there, just being like, yeah, everybody's upset, but hey, I agree with you.
They're so good. So Hayden Hyatt steps out, steps back in. 1-2, no outs. Top of the 6th. Pitch outside. Looks like he just kind of overthrew that one.
Yeah, that's one of those you pull hard on the ball. Rather than pull down through, you pull hard. He's grimacing out there, Nordic is, taking his time out behind the mound. Here comes Coach Henry to figure out what just happened. He's flexing his hand.
So score 7-3 here in the top of the 6th inning. Maple Mountain with runners at first and second. And the conference on the mound.
Yeah, it looks like Nordic's is dealing with some stuff here. Might be looking at a pitching change.
All right, so the ump comes out, and they're still talking. We'll take a break and be back after this.
Your work feet and workout life will get a boost.
Back at Utah Valley University, I'm Dave Harrison alongside Mike Matthews. KSL Sports Rewind broadcast of this afternoon's State 5A baseball tournament game between Pleasant Grove and Maple Mountain. Pleasant Grove with a 7-3 lead here in the top of the sixth. But Pleasant Grove had to go to the bullpen again. And so now shortstop Tavian Dagelbach takes over for Keaton Nordic. Looked like Nordic did something to his elbow.
Yeah, it looks like this is an injury call to the bullpen here. Dagelbach coming in, taking over. Nordic looks like he's going to stay in the game, although not pitching, going to second base. You hate to see guys get hurt and some, but it is part of the game. Nice to see that Nordic's staying in the game.
Yeah, might have just tweaked it, or you know, and you talked about how he pulled across on that breaking ball. Puts a ton of pressure on that elbow.
Yeah. Well, Hayden Hyatt still up to the plate. They got a 2-2 count here. Nobody out.
So 2-2 count. Dagelbach steps in. Delivers a strike. Ball hit foul. So Hyatt just a little bit out in front of that one.
Well, if you're Hyatt, you're now thinking, you're Dagelbach. You came in with a 2-2 count on him, man. You throw whatever you want right there. That's kind of nice. Fouls it off. Still 2-2.
Timeout. Wolfgram calls for a timeout at the plate. So runners on first and second for Maple Mountain. Hyatt swings on it, drives it deep left field. It's back. It is out of here. Hayden Hyatt with a 3-run bomb. And Maple Mountain down 7-6 is all.
Are you kidding me, Hayden Hyatt? What a swing. What a weird at bat to have a pitching change on a 2-2 count. Comes in, fouls off a pitch, then takes the next ball and hits it out of the ballpark to left center. 3-run bomb. A 7-6 ball game now.
Wow, what a big time to step up and hit a 3-run shot. Hayden Hyatt did just that. Now Maple Mountain just one out here in the top of the 6th inning, and they put a 4 spot up and lead just down just 7-6.
There's nobody out.
No outs.
No outs.
Dagelbach. First pitch low. And this is Kai Ward, who had a double his last at bat. And he steps out again.
Yeah, Kai Ward was holding his hand up to time. Umpire immediately called time. Dagelbach was trying to quick pitch him right there, understandably.
Squares the bot, pulls back, strike one.
Yeah, what an inning for Maple Mountain. Things were looking a little dim. You knock Henry out of the game. Unfortunate for Nordic to have to leave the game. But then a huge swing by Hayden Hyatt.
So Kai Ward, the freshman, the plate, the 1-2 pitch from Dagelbach. Swung on, popped up into the infield. And first baseman comes on and makes the out. So the first out of the inning. And back to the top of the lineup for Maple Mountain, Nash Ferguson. So Dagelbach comes in, gets the first out. Pleasant Grove with a 1-run lead still.
Nash Ferguson with a dribbler back to the pitcher his last time, thrown out at first.
And the pitch is a strike. So they're confirming that it's just 1 out, despite the 2 outs shown on the scoreboard. So Ferguson, the 0-1. And pitch misses outside.
You see Wolfgram really trying to grab that, frame it. You know, he's got nothing to lose. The ball goes to the backstop. I don't mind seeing my catcher work that hard to try and find a strike for me.
And the pitch just low.
2-1 the count.
Ferguson, leadoff hitter for Maple Mountain. Watches strike 2 go by just on the outside corner there.
Yeah, if you're Nash, that's the pitch you should be sitting on right there. Maybe you might have been looking for something else.
Ferguson, ground ball to shortstop. Throws in time. And second out of the inning. So Pleasant Grove up 7-6, 2 outs. And Caden Giles steps to the plate for Maple Mountain. And boy, this thing is sure turned in Maple Mountain's favor. Big at bat here for Giles.
You look at the fact that Pleasant Grove punched 2 runs across the board in the bottom of the 5th and how huge that is right now. A lot of times people would say, oh, you're still up, it's okay. But when you're facing a team like Maple Mountain with 1 swing of the bat to bring it within 1 run, those 2 runs are big time right now for Pleasant Grove.
Curveball in for a strike. 1-1 the count now to Giles. Dagelbach works fast. And he gets him. Strike 2. Got him to swing and miss there. So 1-2. Pitchers count. Dagelbach on the mound. Swing and miss. And strike 3. So Pleasant Grove maintains their lead, but not by much as Maple Mountain puts 4 up. We'll be back.
Tab Bank, home of the Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 2.75% annual percent yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. Tap responsibly. Visit tabbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Back at Utah Valley University, I'm Dave Harrison alongside Mike Matthews. And a big top of the 6th inning for Maple Mountain with 4 runs. 3-run bomb by Hayden Hyatt. And this is a new ball game, 7-6. Giles on the mound for Maple Mountain. And we'll see if Pleasant Grove can come back and answer again.
Oh, yeah. And when we started looking at this game, this winter bracket game, you knew it was going to be a battle. And for a moment there, you saw Pleasant Grove take the lead, keep the pressure on. They were ahead. They just kept putting the pressure on. They put 2 runs on the board in the bottom of the 5th, but Maple Mountain never out of it with mentality of always fight and scrap. Comes back and gets 4 in the top of the 6th to bring it back within 1. This is the battle we expected to see.
So Damon Bates at the plate for Pleasant Grove. Giles on the mound for Maple Mountain. Ball 1. Be big for Maple Mountain if they could put a 0 up here at the bottom of the 6th. Give themselves a chance with 1 run down. And the second pitch in the dirt. Both look like breaking balls. Are just a little bit low for Giles. So 2-0 for Bates. Bates watches ball 3 go by high.
Well, and we look back at the runs scored by Pleasant Grove, at least almost half, if not half, 4 of those runs were on runners that reached on free passes, either a walk or a hits batsman.
So Giles gets strike 1 in. Bates taking 3-0 there. 3-1. Swung on. Back to Giles. He's got it. Flips it over to first base. And out number 1. I've never understood the psychological glitch in pitchers when they get a ground ball and they can't just turn and throw the ball to first base.
Well,
Never understood
I
it.
can tell you as a pitcher and playing in all levels, that glitch happens, and it has something to do with the fact that you're geared so high to throw a ball 60 feet 6 inches and then you get a grounder. It never happens when you have to make an athletic play and get somebody out on a moment's notice. It's the slow ones. You're geared so high to be able to bring it down. It is a difficult thing. You'll see it in MLB. Well, they'll just gun a ball. Well, they'll field it, and they're going to throw 95 to first base because they know that's what they're geared to.
1-1's our count. At the plate, Nagelbach, who's now the pitcher for Pleasant Grove. Ball misses outside.
Grounded out to third baseman. His last at bat.
2-1's the count. Pitch swung on. High fly ball to left field.
If it stays fair, it's gone.
It is out of here.
No, foul ball.
Oh,
Ruled a foul ball by the
third base up. Called it foul. Home plate calls it a home run. And it looks like the home run is going to stand. So Nagelbach, after giving up a bomb, answers with one of his own. Maple Mountain not happy about the mix-up between the third base ump and the home plate ump. That ball was hit high.
That ball was hit hard. And the height is the reason why this is a difficult part. You've got your third baseline umpire calling foul ball while the home base umpire is saying home run fair. And the head coach for Maple Mountain is irate right now. Rightfully so, as this is a big-time call. Has a massive influence in this game.
All sorts of great things being yelled from the crowd.
Yep. And the home run will for sure stand now as we move on.
In our computer dog, we don't know who 33 is. I didn't know if you could live in a roster. All right, so Pleasant Grove up 8-6 now with a home run. And Giles delivers a strike. Carter Casperson up. And he drives one. High, deep, and it's out of here.
No doubt about that one. That ball was absolutely smoked. Nowhere near the foul pole, so no controversy on this one. And Pleasant Grove answers back immediately.
Casperson with the pinch hit, home run. And Pleasant Grove answers. 9-6 our score now. Back-to-back home runs. And the wind's blowing out. It's not a really deep park down the left field side, and you get that ball up in the air like that. That was a no doubt. 2 in a row.
Yeah, 2 in a row, no doubt. Little conference going on right now with
maybe something about the celebration. And boy, these Maple Mountain coaches are mad.
There's something about, he's saying something about 2 missed calls, if I'm a good lip reader. And
he's out of here. Maple Mountain's coach is tossed.
And he's going to go get his money's worth right here.
Well, So after putting up 4 runs in the top of the 6th, Pleasant Grove comes back with 2 home runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. And all sorts of stuff going on in the stands.
And the only thing I can think of that he's that irate about that second one was the fact that he did point it home and said something about home plate. So maybe he thought the runner didn't touch home. I was watching. It's hard to see because it's turf. You don't know exactly where they're standing. But either way,
something upset him. Everybody in the Maple Mountain dugout is pretty vocal. Yeah, hard to tell what happened. I wasn't sure if he was upset about the celebration, but maybe you're right. Maybe he felt like he didn't hit home plate. So nevertheless, Nash Clement will step to the plate for Pleasant Grove. Giles delivers, swing and a miss.
still 1 out in this inning.
Pitch catches the inside corner. Strike 2. Now you're starting to get a little bit of a shadow. I don't know how much that's going to play into it. Maybe the 10 minutes from now will be a bigger issue. But Giles hits Clement.
And he something about his stride was off there. You saw it from the beginning. He just either didn't catch the cleats or slid out or something was off. And that's the reason for that miss.
So Clement on first. Tavake Wolfgram steps to the plate. The left-handed hitting catcher for Pleasant Grove. And just 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pleasant Grove. A couple of bombs here. Extend that lead 9-6.
What a pinch hit home run. Pleasant Grove.
That pitch, this is just outside. It's kind of tough to see where that ball's coming over the plate from here. So 1-0, Wolfgram. Clement on first. Small lead. Giles delivers inside. Corner. Strike 1. Ton of emotion here in the ballpark today. Maple Mountain's head coach thrown out of the game. Giles delivers outside. Ball 3.
And with all that commotion, you got to go. You got to go back to Casperson's pinch hit home run in the bottom of the 6th inning. How clutch is that? Come off the bench, haven't seen a pitch all day, and to come in and hit a big-time home run.
Wolfgram, ground ball foul. And he didn't wait around. He stepped up. He had one thing in mind. I'm going to hit a home run, or I'm going to hit the ball hard that just happened to carry onto the berm past the left field wall. So 3 balls have flown out of here in this one. Giles set to deliver the 2-2. The ball catches the inside corner. And Wolfgram strikes out for the 3rd time. And he didn't like it. So 2 outs now. Giles on the mound. Clement on first base for Pleasant Grove. And Staffieri at the plate for Pleasant Grove. And again, Pleasant Grove up 9-6. You talked about it. A lot of offense here today at the ballpark.
Yeah, we were thinking we were going to see another kind of pitcher's dominant in regards to Maple Mountain and Pleasant Grove. And now what we've seen is the offense have come alive. It has been an offensive day in our first 3 games. One more to go.
Staffieri watches a strike go by. Giles set to deliver. Runner on first. Curveball. Turn. Ball's hit hard. This one out of here again. And Staffieri with the ball. Third home run of the inning.
And Staffieri in on the home run parade.
Pleasant Grove went up. Pleasant Grove goes up 11-6. So after giving up 4 runs in the top of the inning, they answer back with 5, and they're up 11-6.
And that ball was just hanging and waiting to get hit. And Staffieri did not miss. Pleasant Grove, what an answer for a 4-run top of the 6th by Maple Mountain. For Pleasant Grove to come back, hit 3 home runs, scoring 4 runs, making it 11-6.
And it looks like we've got a new pitcher for Maple Mountain. We'll get a name on him. Welcome back to Utah Valley University. Dave Harrison alongside Mike Matthews, KSL Sports Rewind broadcast of State 5A baseball tournament. Maple Mountain and Pleasant Grove. Maple Mountain had jumped up, come back to within 1 run here in the top of the 6th, but 3 bombs by Pleasant Grove. And Pleasant Grove up 11-6. So new pitcher on the mound, number 4, Tate Gilmore for Maple Mountain. And a line drive into left field right off the bat. Keaton Nordic. Nordic stays hot.
Nice way to welcome a new pitcher to a ball game. 1 pitch, single to left field.
Ryder Huntsman steps in. Gilmore delivers. Strike 1. Ball misses just high. Pushes the count to 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pleasant Grove has really woken up offensively. Ball misses just inside. 2-1.
You're seeing the approach of Pleasant Grove. They came with the mentality that they were going to win a state championship, and they have shown it here tonight against Maple Mountain in this winner's bracket game. They have come to play. They get, they go give up a big lead and immediately come back with 4 runs of their own, 3 of which through 3 home runs. I mean, this is a Pleasant Grove team that is looking for a championship.
Pitching well, they're swinging it well, and you can just feel they're confident in everything that they're doing out there. So full count now. So Huntsman works against Gilmore, who's come in for Giles. Giles got roughed up a little bit here in the bottom of this inning. Gilmore set to deliver. Ball's hit hard down the left field line. Goes into the corner. That's safe. And Huntsman into second with a double. Nordic stops at third. And Pleasant Grove keeps on hitting.
One good AB after another. Pleasant Grove pouring it on right now. Putting the pressure back on Maple Mountain.
Connor Ibarra at the plate now. Runners on second, third. And Gilmore set to deliver. inside corner for a strike. Maple Mountain needs to get out of here. They've got to strand these two runners if they've got really any chance.
Yeah, any more runs here is just going to spell a really difficult climb for Maple Mountain to get out. They're still not out of this game. This is a team that's very resilient.
Well,
We just went through a very emotional half inning so far.
yeah, I mean, both teams have put up 6 runs in the last 2 innings, so anything can happen in the 7th. Gilmore needs to get out of this one.
Yeah.
Delivers. Ibarra
Good
swings and
pitch.
misses. So Maple Mountain gets the 3rd out, but not before Pleasant Grove puts 3 bombs out of here, and they're up 11-6. We'll be back for the 7th inning after this.
To dare mighty things means to embrace challenges. It means to welcome a high-energy culture that prioritizes belonging. To dare mighty things means drawing inspiration from experienced faculty and alums who encourage you to think big. It means to be a part of time-honored traditions while also forging new ones. To dare mighty things means celebrating your achievements with pride and joy, knowing you can make a difference by daring to be great. Join us at the Huntsman School of Business, where we dare mighty things. That's the Huntsman difference.
One of those long days working on your feet? Turn your aching feet to happy feet at Salt Lake Running Company. Our award-winning trained staff will provide a custom shoe fitting that will help you find the shoes, inserts, and socks that will make your workday the best it can be. Locally owned and operated for 30 years, SLRC offers rewards, training groups, races, and free community events. Visit us in-store or online today at slrc.com. Your work feet and workout life will get a boost.
Welcome back to the UCCU Savings Spotlight.
Today's play of the day goes to Becky, a single mom who just got her son Max a youth debit card from UCCU.
This is a big win for Max, who knows that UCCU mobile banking makes it easy for his mom to add money to his debit card anytime.
It's also a big win for Becky, who knows it also makes it easy to monitor her child's spending anytime. Final score, 1 happy son, 1 responsible mom.
With the assist from UCCU.
Welcome back to Utah Valley University. I'm Dave Harrison alongside Mike Matthews, KSL Sports Rewind broadcast of the 5A State Baseball Championship. So on the mound, Tavian Dagelbach for Pleasant Grove, trying to shut down Maple Mountain, and he gets a swing and a miss out of Jeremiah Hall.
3, 4, 5 coming up for Maple Mountain. They've got a long road to climb.
Ball misses just outside, 1-1. And we've seen it, though. I mean, they've come back already in this game twice. So Maple Mountain has plenty of firepower. Ground ball is short. Candy hop, throw over in time, and first out for Pleasant Grove.
Mitch Walker to the plate. 2 strikeouts in his last 2 at-bats.
Walker, a sophomore. Dagelbach delivers, strike 1. All the Maple Mountain's run have come in the last 2 innings. Swing and a miss, good pitch there.
And you're seeing what you want out of Dagelbach if you're Pleasant Grove. Come in, fill up the strike zone, challenge the hitters, make them put the ball in play.
And gets strike 3 on the outside corner. So Walker goes down looking. And Pleasant Grove just 1 out away from moving on in this 5A winners bracket. So Mick Winward at the plate for Maple Mountain. They did a lot of damage with 2 outs. Curveball hit hard in the center field, but Pleasant Grove is there, and Pleasant Grove will get the win, 11-6. Nagelbach does a good job, comes in, 3 strikes, 3 outs in the top of the 7th inning, and really a fun game. Both teams hit the ball well, but Pleasant Grove with 3 home runs in the bottom of the 6th sealed the deal.
Yeah, this is what we had expected in this matchup right here. We were wondering if we were going to see great pitching like we did yesterday, if we were going to see more offense like we've seen out of the multiple games today. We got to see the offense, and Pleasant Grove just answering every time Maple Mountain made a statement, finishing it off with 3 home runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Great job by Pleasant Grove to come in and knock off Maple Mountain today.
So, for me, Dave Harrison, Mike Matthews, Vincent Francis, we are happy that you were able to join us. We'll be back for the last game of the day here in about 20 minutes. Final score here, Pleasant Grove moves on with an 11-6 win over Maple Mountain.